Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One time for the one time. Yes, ma'am. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Getting a good night's sleep is what we're going to do. First gameplay of the day. We've been kind of lacking a little bit with the gameplays because I've been kind of in the lab doing some off-camera work. A lot of what I've been doing has been messing with the game. I've been messing with the game, and it might be, making the game a little mad. I keep saying I'm gonna do a franchise, maybe even like a rebuild or something like that. Something quick too, not too much of a stress on it, but maybe, I don't know, maybe we do a series again. Because I was doing a Bears franchise, and it was an owner franchise, and what I really want to do is I want to move a team. I know it's evil, it's wrong, I'm sorry, but I want to relocate a team on this game. I'm having trouble finding the teams with the lowest stadium ratings. I might need to get on the internet or just conduct some research of my own on the game of which team has a stadium rating lower than a 20, or maybe we gotta just like tank or something. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe we just have to tank, like for a season. I think that might be what it is. I gotta tank for a season. Oh yeah, that was perfect. But I might have to just tank for a season in order to get a bad stadium rating. Go get them. And then, move a team. I'm really thinking about the Commanders. That honestly is like public enemy number one, the team I'm always looking to move. He just mossed us. But that's always a team I want to move. And the reason why I like moving the Commanders is because, first of all, that name. Sack him. There you go, Trayvon, my dog. You feel me? That team name, the way that team, the history of that franchise, one of the teams I would love to move. Oh yeah, that's it. One of the teams I would love to move. I know I got quiet there. I was like, he finna cook me. Is that Cooper? Cooper, are you wearing my number? Boy, don't you ever. You disrespected me. That's why I'm cooking you. Because you wearing number 14 is my old number. I know. I gotta let it go. Right, he like, I ain't finna throw over there. Darn a good decision, sir. Good decision. I see what's going on. Practice is running kind of long. These are like OTAs, really one rep. Oh, hey. And the recovery, the recovery. See, I was working on my bait skills. I was playing some free safety. I was in my Bears franchise, and it was pretty good, but I deleted it. And then I just recently started a Jaguars franchise. This is all off-camera work. I did a Jaguars franchise. It was more like a rebuild than anything. Like, we brought Jalen Ramsey back. Give me that. We brought Jalen Ramsey back. We signed AJ Bowie. We did a lot of changes. Like we signed a couple other corners, moved some guys to strong safety on the team. Like the way we set that franchise up, and then we made a free safety. And I'm telling you right now, with the way that you can't edit the depth chart, but first of all, you can create another owner who can work as like the commissioner. And it's some cheese. Like, I made sure me and Jalen had 7-year contracts. I even put Shaquille Griffin on a 7-year contract. I edited the player to a 99 overall. So, like, it didn't matter, how good he came in as. Like, we could have just made him an undrafted player. His backstory. But, yeah. And you could do all that, and I was doing all this stuff prior, Like I had made, because we went back to the Jaguars and we put Jalen back on the Jaguars. Like, come on, why not? You know, it's a new coach, right? It's a new coach, right? I mean, it's been two new coaches at this point, because you had Urban Meyer, who, you know, drafted Trevor Lawrence, and then he proceeded to go back to the college game. Something that you see, I don't know if you see it too often, but I'll be the first one to say it's kind of silly. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then again, it makes perfect sense. Like, but you know, it's like why go coach a pro team for a season and then like halfway through, or because the team is doing bad, you know, like you just abandon ship and go back to the college team. And I get it. Like sometimes I'll be playing Madden and just be like, I'm done with this. I want to go to college. And because it's easier, you know, you get to do things like, first of all, you could take a obscure program, relatively obscure program. You could do, it's so easy kind of to do a primetime deal, to build up a decent resume, go to an obscure program, and use your coach prestige to lure in some top prospects, you know. Especially on like the older college games, you can put more time towards like quote unquote key pieces to your team to help build your team up in order to make a dynasty, and then just use the success of every single season, first the formula and then the success of what you brought in with the first couple crops to start building a powerhouse pro. And then you never really got to win a national championship. You never really got to win a quote unquote Super Bowl equivalent. You could win, you can go undefeated, and because of how stiff competition is in the nation, you could just go undefeated, win all your games, be an independent, or play in a not so tough to lose in conference, and you know, it's that simple, really. You feel me? Like, it really is. Like, go 13-0 or go 14-0 and play in the Beef O'Brady Bowl, and who cares? You know, just and keep doing that for 10, 15, 20 seasons. And this is why they talk about well documented. You know, like how I do these videos in this sort of obscurity, the character, the integrity, who we really are. You know, it doesn't matter if I'm playing a bunch of, you know, easy to beat teams. The statistics are all that matters. The ability to showcase a resume that's as extensive in that regard. Oh, well, you think you can come here and do that? And that's kind of probably the reason why Urban Meyer decided to leave. It's like he was going to these, Florida was a powerhouse. It was. But, I mean, you know, in the SEC, for a little while, Florida was kind of just, you know, the old ball coach's team. The old ball coach is Steve Spurrier. So, you know, it's not so much that it was a powerhouse. It had always been a good team, but it really sort of took off in the 90s, you know, with like guys like Danny Werfel, and then you had the homie Fred Taylor, Freddie T. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple other guys, Javon Curse. You know, it's a couple other guys that went to Florida and made that school beast. But for the most part, you know, it had just been one of those SEC contenders. And, you know, the SEC has always been one of those conferences where, like, for a while, people weren't trying to give SEC football the credit it deserved. But then it started to be more so along the lines of when in the 90s and in the 80s, because it was always like, kind of like how the Pac-10 or the Pac-12 was. It was like Bama, and, you know, then Tennessee, and then eventually you start getting LSU and Florida. But it was usually just like Bama and then the other teams. You know, like how the USC was like, is USC and then the rest of the conference. And then eventually start seeing Oregon show up. Stanford kind of started showing up. But now the Pac-12 is kind of like, is USC. And then because of the recent success in the past 15, 20 seasons with Utah, yeah, it's like USC and then Utah. And then like, okay, yeah, you could talk about Oregon, even though they haven't really had like a powerful team as of late. You could talk a little bit about Stanford, but like the days of like Cal putting guys like D-Jack and Aaron Rodgers, what's the running back's name? They had a running back there. They had Aaron Rodgers, they had Sean Jackson, they had a running back. Oh, Marshawn Lynch. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You know, like UCLA with like, what's the boy name? Maurice Jones-Drew and Mercedes Lewis, who's still in the league right now, apparently, for the Packers. Which is kind of like, okay, well, it's cool to be, you know, a tight end or a line. That's why I say, like, I don't mind having an older tight end or an older lineman. They can typically stay in the league for a while. It's like having a big man at center. You know, he ain't got to be dunking on people. Just get some rebounds and block shots in the lane. You know, and it's really all we needed you to do. You know, just plug up, especially with them big dudes that's older, and now you want them to be like that 3-4 sort of like plug holes, nose tackle at the D end and the nose tackle spots. Unless, of course, you know, you're trying to get, you know, pressure, then you want to get some more like pass rush oriented guys, some Bruce Smith. That's why 270 D ends work, and, you know, get off the block. There we go. There we go. That's it. That's it. Is that McLaughlin? I don't know. I forgot. I was looking at some old game film. Curly, the DN on this team, he played with me in Indianapolis. So some continuity there, ladies and gentlemen. Some continuity there. Cornerback flip, Trayvon, get your butt off the field really quickly, sir. Really quickly, sir. But yeah, man, you get like those big body guys later in their careers. They're not worried about getting the sack numbers. You know what I'm saying? Go get him. Go get him, guys. You know what I'm saying? They're not worried about getting the sack numbers. They're fine with just being a big body on the field trying to plug up some holes. Seriously. I'm pretty sure they are because they older. Get off the block. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Oh, my Lord. And then look at the block in the back, and he's gone. We let a superstar back get off on us. They have not thrown the ball not one time on this drive. Now they think they got something going. Look at their sideline. Look at their coach. Just happy. Momentum. But we not scared. We never scared. We're undefeated still. Let me tell you something. That was some nice blocking. I was in a position to, and they taking advantage of the aggression. I told you, that's how you're gonna beat us. And oh no, our offense is empty. Oh no. Let me guess. Another run play. So I'm going to have to stand back here. No, they're going to pass. They're going to pass. Oh, they're going to run it. Nice. Look at that. Nice. We're shutting it down this drive. This drive? No. You're going to run that football. Throw that football. And we're going to get that sack. Way to go. Protect their quarterback. Put the ball in the running back's hands. Go get them. Yes. Cut it back in and deal with one of them. Yes. Yes. You're going to throw that football. We're going to exploit those sacks that we can get on you. Jeez Louise. Now they got the second string back doing us dirty. Oh man, these guys have not thrown the football at all, man. They have been running the ball on us back to back times. They like, we don't gotta throw. Right. Come on, let's get oh my goodness, 6 yards, man. I know I was talking some good stuff, but yeah, my Jaguars franchise, man, my boy was a free safety. We got 2 picks. I should have recorded the gameplay. I might just restart it. Get him. Third down. Defense, I don't care if he only needs a yard and he's been averaging basically an inch all game long. And they think they finna get us. The hit, let's go. First time you throw the ball, we put the hit on that court. Now we know. See, now we know. They can, and I looked at the scouting report. That quarterback, come on, man. They don't trust him throwing the football against this defense. No, they're gonna do what they've been doing all game long. They're gonna run the football. Breece Hall is the star that stirs the drink here in Cincy. And I'm telling you, this defense susceptible to giving up some big gains on the run. Get down. Oh my Lord. No containment of the edge. 8 carries for 100 yards already. We are in trouble, defense. We are in trouble. We're gonna be gassed. We are going to be gassed. Let's go. Holding. They're cheating. And it happens. It happens after a while of constantly trying to run the football, run the football, or run the football. You're going to get called for a holding call, okay? Pass play from under center? I don't think so. And if they do it, we are going to tee off on this QB. Let's watch it. Got him. Oh, it's a fumble. Get the ball. We got it. We got it. See, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. They saw what we did to Siri in Atlanta, and they like, bro, we cannot expose our QB. Because that's all they're going to end up doing is exposing him. Exposing him. He's not good. He's okay. But he's like a 70 overall. They know not to be trying to throw the football on us, okay? They need to run it like Chris Breezy, okay? All right, 2 running backs, stay back. Just stay back, watch the play. They're not gonna pass it. Nice. Now, oh, and that's Trayvon cleaning you up. Speaking of Trayvon, I picked the Jaguars in my franchise. I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna have to restart it. I'm gonna have to restart it because I was playing free safety, and I told you, like, I made my dude a monster. Shade over top. He's gonna quickly throw that. Big hit on that man. Beautiful. The big hit on the QB, and he goes down, baby. He goes down. Down. Is that Bieber and Wheezy? I believe so. Okay, so they were trying to get that shade over top. Let them get the check down. We're going to get the hit on them. 4th down. That's all we needed was for y'all to start getting less and less confident running the football. I don't get it. Like, I get it. You know, let me tell you something. You don't want, and you saw what they had to do. They had to take Brees off the field at some point. We let him get one chunk play run. He's got 100 yards already. He's got less than 10 carries. My offense is in the end zone because we weren't really that afraid of that defense. That defense was like, I don't know, it's not that good. So you got that guy there. Should we bring the heat? We're going to bring the heat. Get off the block. Look at the hole, man. I can't get off that tackle. And he gets yet another 1st down on the ground. Like, we are in trouble. We are in for a long day. I seen his overall. I was like, we ain't worried about that. But I keep forgetting our offense, our defense is susceptible to some big gains on the ground. Nice. Big bodies are on this D line. We really can't be worried, you guys. And then we got to have Trayvon on the field. We can't be trying to play blitz. We might be having to come up the gaps a little bit more so. It's a pass play. We got, oh no, he did not. Get him. He drops it. Pick it up. We got it. Is he gone? He's not. But that's how we do. Y'all gonna have to get the football out that quarterback's hands, boy. Put it in Brees's hands. See, that's what's gonna happen this game, huh? The quarterback cannot be trusted, okay? He cannot be trusted, all right? And our offense only puts up 3. Hey, I'm not tripping, okay? I'm not tripping at all, baby. We got what we needed. 3 points is good. Now you better run the ball. That's all I'm saying. You better run the ball because we're gonna probably try to shut it down. It's a run play. Back up. Yes. Is that Trayvon? No, it's Rattler. My dog. He be cleaning people up. Is it a gun? They're from the gun. Okay. Now we're gonna come out here. Okay. And we're gonna try and bring this heat. See what I'm saying? We didn't program the cloud fast. We did not program the cloud fast. I'm not mad at you, winners. I'm not mad at you, bro. I'm not mad at you. You put a hit on that boy. But we're going to have you play the ball. And we're going to program the cloud flats. All right, 30 yards. Yes, we're going to do 30 yards. And the reason why we're going to do 30 yards is because I want to make sure. Okay. Watch the football. No. I think what the problem was for him was he was trying to quickly throw it over there. The tight end, I don't know what he was doing. He made an absolute business decision. He went from blocking to I moved out to the outside, and then I got that speed rush on him. That's a trip. Yes, let's go. 2nd and 14. 13 carries, 129 yards for Big Breezy. Okay, I'm trying to tell you, they are beasting us. We can't program the over top shade. We had the time. I didn't take the time. Big sack on him, and that's 4th down. My goodness. We finally shut this offense like completely down on the 3 and out. Because like a turnover is nice. 2 fumbles are nice. But shutting them down on a 3 and out, that is big for our confidence and big for losing theirs. Why? Because while forcing a turnover is what you ideally want, you also want to score on that turnover. You can't score on a turnover and then the offense comes out and does that, goes 3 and out, they get the ball at the 20. It's like, that's not what we want to see. That we want to be able to put points on the board and then come back out on defense with like a ton of confidence. Like, yo, we can shut this team down. We can shut them down. You feel me? Not come out here and feel like, okay, they, you know what I'm saying, they gonna get picked. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Big Tyrone Collins, Erica Badu was better call Tyrone. Call him. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, I called on Tyrone. I said, Tyrone, get that pick. Tyrone, get that pick. And Tyrone got that pick, played the ball. We got a program for him to play the ball. He played the ball to perfection. This quarterback overthrew his receiver. And my safety was back deep. We schemed that up to perfection. Get the ball right back for this offense. They put 3 on the board. And it's a 16-7 football game. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm loving it. Okay, I'm loving it. I'm loving life. 16-7. Let's hope we don't end up losing the love and the zeal for the game on these plays, right? Because I know it's some things that happens to me that I'll be like, oh my God, can we get to him? We couldn't get to him. We couldn't get to him. It's okay. You want to know why it's okay? Let me tell you why it's okay. We know they want to throw the football. But on this side of the field, with my safeties like already having picked them off, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. And they called it last time out. So now we know what they want to do. We know he's going to toss this to number 2. That's his deep threat. We're going to come all the way over here. Just watch that side of the field. Oh, nice. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Avoid us. And keep the ball over there. You want to know why? Because now we got a good feeling that you're going to try to toss that. We got a good feeling you're going to try to toss that. That's nice. That's nice. Can we shut that down? We shut it down, but they're going to go hurry up, right? Or they're not going to go hurry up. Ooh, we couldn't stop them from getting... Okay, so the clock was running, and honestly, it should have been, over with. Right. They shouldn't get no 3 off. The clock should run out of time. And I felt like they were going to try to glitch it for them. They have no timeouts. It should have been over. Finito. Run play. Trayvon gonna handle you. I cannot believe he broke a Trayvon Walker tackle. That is a receiver. Stop lying, man. Like the way that boy Trayvon be hitting people. Like I was just talking to myself about that. I do that. I talk to myself. I was just saying, like, that's one of the biggest issues that Trayvon handle you. Yes. With the old Maddens. Was like, they would let you get it'd be like you have to either just set up a slider set or just like deal with the fact that you were gonna have to try and find ways to beat the tough all Madden computer. Look at that. And this is the reason why it's okay for you to edit and create. I mean, look at what they done on these new Maddens. They're allowing that. It's a part of the game now. Because the all Madden computer is nearly impossible to beat for a reason. They anticipate you to cheat. Both the game developers and the game itself. It's like, okay, well, we're gonna make you pay for it. Why am I over here? We should have called a timeout, but I'm scared. I don't want to do it. It's a pass play. It's a pass play. I tried to tell you, it's a pass play. They're down because that run the football mentality, it's not always going to win you games, okay? It may get you some big gains on the ground, but when has a team ever proven that running the ball every single stinking play? Look, oh my God, look at the holding. He's all on my back. Oh, ref, you know I'm about to light that quarterback up because that's cheating. Number 84, oh, I can't wait to get you. I can't wait to get you, boy. I'm going to pay you back. I'm gonna come get you. I'm gonna find you, 84. And now they're driving the football field on us. Now they found the formula. No, they ain't found the formula. They're sticking to the formula. Three ways to play against us. Yeah, that's right. I'm standing here. So just bring that second level pressure. But no, okay, you want to know why it's not a good look? Because you will forget to handle the lineman first. He's not on the ground. So you're not going to handle him? That's a shame. 84, he like, I'm tired of hitting my quarterback. I want some targets. Dang. Look at that quick throw. Yo, this quarterback is like, stop talking trash about me, man. I'm good. Alright, you alright, man. You made it to the league, so that's what's up. But a lot of guys be making it to this league without even having to hit people. Oh, under center, you better not throw it. You better run it. I'm trying to tell you. You should have ran the football. But I like what they've been doing. Keeping the ball out of the quarterback's hands and only allowing him to throw quick passes, shade over top. I like it. Look at that. You saw them try to program that? A new update was released and it's been oh. Pick it up. We got it. Boy. 84. How do you feel? How do you feel? A new update was released on the game while I was editing. Yes, editing the Jaguars roster. We brought Jalen back home. You know, Jalen went to school at Florida State. Free shoes, you. So he is a Tallahassee kid. I mean, that's probably not where he grew up at, went to high school, you know, grew up and stuff like that. But because he went to college there, we're going to render him a Tallahassee kid. So to get drafted by the Jacksonville Jaguars was like probably a dream come true for Jalen Ramsey. And then him and the coach got into a fight. I don't even think it was the head coach. I think it was a DB coach who he got into a fight with. And it probably wasn't even Jalen's fault. You know, these coaches, especially these DB coaches, some of them, they be forced. Some of these guys be forced into coaching, okay? They be forced into coaching. They can't play no more. They have to retire. And most importantly, you know, they say it, especially to these college guys all the time. They say, Coach, man, if you got any amount of eligibility left, man, just get on the field, bro. Just like get them pads on, bro. Because some of these coaches, they be too rough with some of these players, man. It's the truth. Ooh, picked Big McLaughlin, and he's gone. He's gone. My dog. Dance on him. Ha, 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 ha. 50 Cent voice. Because that's his song. Laughing straight to the end zone with this pick. Mick Laughlin. Picked by Mick. Who's the Mac? You the Mac. Mac Laughlin. Mick Laughlin. However you want to say it. Look at two. Just got phased through him. And my dude McLaughlin is Laughlin in the end zone. He's McLaughlin in the end zone. McLaughlin in the end zone. Okay? McLaughlin, 21-year-old with only one name on his identification. Okay? It's his identification. The cops see it and they like, that's bad. I'm not going to say what they actually said. That's a rated R movie. We are PG over here. No, we not PG-13. Only time we get rated R is when we sack quarterbacks. That's it. Anything else, we're not having it. Get over here. It's a fumble, another fumble, and another pickup. Ooh, and I almost hit the quarterback in the back. Yeah, 84. This is why I don't get into quarrels with receivers and tight end, big receivers on these fields, okay? I just sack quarterbacks. That hurts. That hurts them the most. Okay, I remember it was like I was noticing like in my early career with the Cardinals, a lot of the times that I played some of the most elite receivers, it was frustrating because they couldn't get targets. So you see guys like Cooper Kupp, 99 overall wideout, in the backfield trying to block. I mean, don't get me wrong, they have those sets for him to receive passes out of the backfield. Ooh, we just sacked him again. They had those plays, those patterns where he would come out the backfield, and you gotta love it. Cooper Kupp is an absolute competitor. But the sad part about it is, you know, ooh, big hit on the QB. Yeah, 84. How you feel, dog? You ain't blocked me there. And I was a little bit late. I was a little late. He's tough. QB is tough. He's tough. He ain't no Joe Burrow, but he's tough. It's a pass play. They're not running the ball. Yeah. Oh my. He is just coughing it up. Boy, I'm trying to tell you. You watch just the first play of this game and we give up that big run, and you would not believe how much we're beating them by now. You'd be like, what? You'd be like, what? Like, no. Yeah. Crazy. And then the big fella gets a scoop. Like, you heard what they were saying. Like, man, it's a good thing that big fella didn't have to run too far. No oxygen necessary. I like that. See, what is this? What is this? Look at this. It's a... We ought to take away that. Yeah, let's just play pass. Let's see if he wants 84. He don't want 84. He don't want his best tight end. Ooh, he's out of bounds. He is out of bounds, baby. He's out of bounds. But yeah, man. You notice that when I played against some of the best receivers in the league back in the day, it was like they had problems getting targets, and it wasn't because I was clamping them. It was because I was doing that, sacking the quarterback back-to-back times and forcing them now into situations where they had to throw the football deep. Oh no, this is not a good look. This is not a good look. I'm going to just come for you because you got the single back under center. This is crazy. Did you see that? Did you see that? Jammed up on the O-line and I still get him. You can't stop number 8. It wasn't number 14. Now it's number 8. Infinity. Infinito. Okay? Yeah. 8 minutes left in this game. 44-7. Mostly every play is going to be a pass. And guess what? We're running this 52 every play. Yeah, man, those dominant receivers couldn't get targets. So it was to the point to where it was like basically they had to, you know, block, or even worse, you know, it was nothing they can do. It's like I ain't even clamping them, and I'm clamping them by getting to their QB, by sacking that man, and by putting that team into a tough position. Let me see. Can we just cross the field? It's too far out. It's too far out. Yeah. We know he wants 84. We're going to let him check that down every play. But that's how we used to do. That's my bread and butter, okay? We will let you check it down. Like when we used to play the Niners and they had Kittle and Debo, we will let you check it down to Kittle all game long. We will let you check it down to Kittle all game long. And that's exactly what we want. Check down. Curl, flat, cheese. Tight end coming to the outside, stopping on a dime at 3, 4, 5 yards, running back leaking out the backfield. We will not let you throw the ball to Debo down the sideline. We will not give you the opportunity to throw the ball to Kittle down the sideline on a post or a drag post. It's not happening. That's not what we will not. We will not give that up. And I'm going to sack him. I'm tired of this. Tired of him. Tired of him. He's not even good. We're just going to take him down. We're going to take him down, push him back. Now we'll play some pass coverage on you. This time we're going to come out in the nickel. We got to get our third string corner a little bit involved, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, yeah. You hear me? You hear him? Big nickel. Look at this. Look at this. We ran out of time as we were trying to adjust this nickel package here so we can get me in the middle. All right. All right. And I'm coming off the blitz. Yeah, so this is not a good look. We should have been back there. We got jammed up in an animation where one lineman was blocking two guys. Cheesy at best, but we're not gonna trip. Do you believe? Oh! Payback! Do you believe that? I don't even think my linebacker decided to make a business decision and play pass, which rendered me, the fifth man easily picked up. Yeah, look at that. That's McLaughlin on some I'ma play pass. And Key was like, give me those. I want to pick. I was saying, we got to get him involved, baby. We got to get him involved. Back to what I was saying. If you look at the old footage of how I sacked the quarterback a ton of times and forced him to basically fumble it or just not be able to find his targets, and then they start doing what we want them to do, what the only way to beat me on that is a quick check down or a quick toss up after not even dropping back a step, or as of late I've been noticing quarterbacks throw a quick and this is from under center, throwing that quick slant where I'm supposed to be at, especially when it's the big side of the field. Like when it's the big side of the field and I stay on the right side because I want to keep Trayvon Walker in, so I don't want to have to sub to the other side and take Trayvon out and put Russell in. They get that. But I notice that that's usually happening on the big side when it's the left side. I'm noticing that that's usually happening on the big side when it's the left side. Mainly because that's the right hand quarterback's it's like a sidearm delivery thing, which is something that your boy Patrick Mahomes got us with. I think he got us with it in the first Niners matchup, and it was dope. You feel me? It was dope. Don't get me wrong, it was dope. But for the most part, it's starting to become that sort of a thing where teams know what they got to do to beat us, yes, but let's face it, can you consistently do that? You feel me? Number one in the NFC. The Niners are right there in the mix at the number 5 seed. You got the Commanders, the Panthers, the Packers, the Niners, and the Saints all vying for a playoff hunt, wild card spot. Can they keep their placement, or will this start to look a little bit more different as we move forward and progress in the season? And did I not mention the Eagles? I think I said the Cards, the Commanders, the Panthers, the Packers, the Niners, the Eagles, and the Saints. I didn't say the Eagles. I didn't. The AFC side of things, Baltimore is number 1, ladies and gentlemen. It would be nice to see Washington versus Baltimore in the Super Bowl. Okay, Baltimore, then you got Denver, Houston, New York Jets, the Raiders, the Chargers, and the Titans. I mean, because I love how the NFC and the AFC has like these like crosstown rivals in different like conferences. Much like how in baseball we have the Cubs in the NL Central, and then we have the Sox in the AL Central. I think it's the AL Central. Is it the AL Central? Which is what they used to have in the 90s with football, the Central, the East, and the West. You know what I'm saying? Because it really don't matter if you're North and South, right? Like, put the Florida and the DC, or the Florida and the New York teams in the same division, which is why the AFC East looks the way that it does, with Miami and the Jets in the AFC East. Because it was basically about just making it so that it was East, West, Central. When we had 30 teams, 5 teams per division, you feel me? And then it was possible, it really was only, it was always going to be, you could get 2 teams per division, but depending on the record and the conference and the division record and the conference placement, as well as like who they played, like, do we really want to pick 2 teams out of one division when there was literally 3 teams that should have come out of one division? Or like there were times where 4 teams would come out of one division. And remember, 30 teams was the way that the league was as of, I want to say, 95 when the Browns moved to Baltimore, and then we added the Panthers and the Jaguars. So that was finally 30 teams, 5 teams per division. Because prior to that, it was 28 teams. So, like, seriously, like, in the AFC East, perennially has always been a 4-team division, except for when he had the 30 teams. I think at that point, that was when they had the Jets, the Patriots, the Dolphins, the Bills, and I think the Colts. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Indianapolis was in the AFC East for a few seasons when it was a 5-team division. I think. Or maybe they were in the AFC North. Because I know for a fact that the Seahawks used to be an AFC West team. And then they got moved to the NFC West. But they used to be an AFC West team. So the Seahawks, the Broncos, the Chargers, the Raiders, and the Chiefs. And those were rivals. And it's still sort of to this day, like when the Seahawks and the Broncos play, or when the Seahawks and the Raiders, or when the Seahawks and the Niners now, of course. But yeah. But I always loved that about how, like, there were, like, teams from one conference that were from practically the same area. Like I said, like the Cubs and the Sox, or like the Mets and the Yankees. The Mets are an AL American League team. The Yankees are an NL National League team. And it was done like that so we could possibly see a crosstown World Series, or in the NFL, a crosstown Super Bowl. Like, it would be cool to see the Washington Commanders, who play basically in the DMV, Baltimore, DC, Maryland, Virginia area, go to the Super Bowl and play the Ravens, who are right there in Baltimore. Like, just imagine the amount of, rival, or like when they had the Giants and the Patriots, you feel me? Because that's New England versus New York. New England really represented Boston, because the Patriots really played in Boston for a long time. The Redskins even played in Boston. I'm sorry, the Commanders played in Boston. But the Patriots were really the Boston Patriots at first, when they had Pat Patriot. So when the Patriots played the Giants, I remember that Super Bowl when they went undefeated, it was that Boston versus New York thing. That's kind of a rivalry. That kind of a rivalry. Because New York is like big market. Boston is like, it's kind of like Green Bay. It's like towny sort of, so like, yeah, you got Boston, it's a town, it's a city, but it's towny. Like, you got people who live in Boston all their lives and never leave. You got that in New York City too, but New York is such a cultured place. Like, you got people from all over the country visiting, and then some people just staying there. So it's such a cultured place. It's like you got a taste of like almost every city, sometimes even a little bit of like different countries in New York. Whereas like Boston, again, it's like it's very towny. Chicago used to be very towny. Like, you got a bunch of like people that just like grew up here, and you ain't really got too many people immigrating here. But now, especially with the business opportunities and the way we made it into a metropolis, it's a very nice mix. That's why the Bears logo is a great representation, because a bear, whether you're talking about in the country or in the city or out in the cold, a bear most likely is going to survive regardless. You know what I'm saying? A bear can make it in a concrete jungle. You see him, you run. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if a lion wants to deal with a bear. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if a tiger wants to deal. I don't know if a jaguar or a panther wants to deal with a bear. They see that and they probably be like, yeah, let's not deal with him. Let's try to find some easier game. Trust me, animals make business decisions all the time. This is why lions chase gazelles, because they don't want to have to fight for their food. They want to eat it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. The only time you really see, and this is another thing, like most times animals are fighting each other for, the rights to the pride, the alpha male superiority, and rights to the bloodline, because the female animals, especially for most species, female animals will not breed with anyone else other than the alpha male. Why? Because if they breed with someone who isn't an alpha, and then the guy that they breed with, first off, he dies, so now they don't have no help with their baby. And then second of all, last but certainly not least, They know that it's in their child's DNA to be weak. Or at least that's just in their mind. So that's just the jungle mentality. We're going to breed with the alpha male. That's why it's like seriously, you ever look at a lion pride? It's the one male lion, he's the king, and whenever he's ready to breed, the woman says yes, yes, yes. The women mainly do all the hunting too. You see what I'm saying? The male lion very rarely hunts. He only shows up after the females done saved him some food. And if he has to, he'll fight with them in order to get his. He'll fight with them and get what he wants from them. Yeah. Hey, this is animalistic nature 101. Okay? This is why they won't breed with any other animal unless he's the alpha male. They want their children to have a shot at living forever and being the right, having the rights to the bloodline. They don't want their kid to, you know, feel like he can't survive, or feel like that he can't survive. So this is why the alpha males are always on top, and you see it in society, but that's just another way for human beings to try to equate themselves to animals. We're on the top of the food chain. So there really is no such thing as an alpha male. There's three types of people. You got those skinny guys, those naturally built buff guys, and then you got those overweight people. And I'm not making fun of people. This is your body types. You've seen the ads. He's right. Those ads are right. Okay? Learn your body type and maintain it. I'm like, what, 5'9", 160? You know? So my body type is that really skinny dude. It'll be tough for me, and it's always been tough for me to pack on muscle. As I grow older, it'll be easier as my metabolism shrinks, which is why I gotta watch what I eat as I grow older. Science, baby. It's science. It's the science. It's the science, baby. It's the science. All right? But yeah, man. I was mentioning, and I'm gonna keep the video going because I want to talk about this stuff. I was mentioning that in the earlier days when I was with the Cardinals and they had, you know, more of the regular players on the game, shutting down the receivers by getting in the backfield and sacking the quarterback a ton of times, forcing receivers now who, depending on the archetypes, you think about Cooper Kupp, he's your all-around receiver. He'll be in the slot, he'll be running deep, he loves to get check downs, he'll come from out of the backfield even to get his target. Like Cooper Kupp will go anywhere to get the ball. That's all that meant to me when I saw him in the backfield. I was like, that man go anywhere to get the ball. But we saw Deebo Samuel doing it too. And it mainly has to do with the fact that they want the ball no matter where it's coming from, or no matter where it's going to. They cool with getting targets. I mean, you don't get the most catches in the league by just demanding to get the ball 10 yards down the field every single time. You're not going to get the most catches in the league by saying, I won't come out of the backfield, or I'm not going in the slot. I don't know if DK does that. I don't often see him in the slot in real life, but then again, what do I know? I could be completely wrong. But I think he's more of a possession guy, and he leaves that moving all over the field in the slot and stuff like that to lock it. But that's what I'm thinking about, is like how when we played these opposing teams that had these really great receivers, first of all, if you don't have a great running back, then we know you want to throw the ball. Like, come on. Like, you passing a ton of times so you can start running. And that's how you're supposed to do. You're supposed to use the pass to set up the run. Using the run to set up the pass is not a good look. Prime example, what we just did to the Bengals. He had 100-something yards rushing and didn't even have to get up to 20-something carries. They should have kept running the ball. But no, they were going to use the pad. Use the ball. It was a West Coast offense. Or no, I think it was a vertical power run. We needed to look. We're not going to look. The point I'm making is they were going to use the run to set up the pass. Here's the issue with that. When or if we start bottling you up and getting third downs and short, or third down and long, or just getting you into those third down situations, first of all, you're a run team. Your running back has over 100 yards. Why are we in third downs? And if it's a third down, why is it not third and short? And then when we stopped him on 3rd and 1, how? Like how, Sway? I know that's what they're thinking. Our game plan is flawless. We should not be getting stopped on 3rd and 1 when this man is averaging well over 4 yards per carry. Theoretically, he should be able to get an inch, if not a yard. And we pushed him back. Remember, we're running that 52, basically 52, 53 hybrid set. And you should see what I did to the Jaguars prior to making that team. We put both Trayvon, because Trayvon Walker's on the Jaguars team too. We put Trayvon Walker, and I think his name is Josh Allen, the outside backer from Kentucky. We put both of them at defensive end. Now, I couldn't find the play or a play. I think it's like a cover 3 or a cover 2 where we send both the DNs out on, like they cover the field. So now that 52 defense, especially when the DNs are covering, I think what it is man. I don't know what it is. It's plays. Maybe it's cover 2 or something, but it's plays from that 52 scheme where the DN it usually is just one. And we needed to have flipped it so that the right DN was, or the left DN was dropping back. But from what I was seeing, it seemed like because we also made we programmed the cloud flats in the cover 2, and then you pull the DN off the line. Just imagine if I can get both the DNs off the line. Now we got 3 D tackles in the middle. It's exactly what we want from our 3-4 scheme. And that's all it is. You got 2 big body outside backers playing DN in a 52. Those are linebackers. That's a 3-4 hybrid. Yeah. Like we basically created a 3-4 defense from the 52 look with those DNs those outside linebackers that play DN. And it's not a 3-4 base. It's more of a 52 3-4 hybrid and then a 43 switch option, because the 2 DNs are linebackers and they're big linebackers, so they're DNs but they're also linebackers. You see it, come on, you've seen in like the 2-4-5 or the 3-4, sort of like it's basically a 3-4 I even, it might even say 52 or maybe even 61, or like the 4-3-6-1, because the outside backers are standing on the edge, on the line, looking to blitz. The whole point I'm making is that 52, the way we hybrided it out, the game when we put those linebackers at the end, and then I was able to edit things like the DN's catching abilities, their zone and man coverage skills could be maxed out, and it won't affect their overall rating. So you could realistically make them basically some shutdown backers in the zone, because we're not asking them to do no man coverage. And if we do, well, then they'll most likely excel because they got the maxed out rating, but we're not going to ask them to do that. And then I'm again playing free safety. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Like, if you're gonna do that, if you want to play strong safety, just choose the zone free safety, because you can always safety swap and then go as a strong safety on a play and have all that, the skills, the speed. But then it really don't matter what position you playing. If you want to play DB, put whatever you want. Just pick it. You just kind of got to go with whatever archetype you want. And I think it was the fact that I had the zone free safety archetype that it was kind of glitching on me when I was trying to blitz. I don't know. When I was doing that franchise towards the end of the game against the Commanders, that first game, I did not record the footage. I'm sorry, but towards the end of that game, it was weird. I'm gonna get another video going because I need to talk about this stuff. What I'm really trying to say is, those receivers, when they're not getting the targets throughout the course of a game and the quarterback's constantly getting sacked, not everybody's gonna Cooper Kupp or even how Deebo Samuel would do and block. They're gonna get frustrated. The tight ends are gonna get frustrated. And eventually the quarterback is gonna get frustrated. And this is what I think attributes to those sack strip fumbles. Because it's like, well, you know, he's not getting the ball out on time. And then when he does get it out, it's two areas where we know he's going to throw. He don't have time to wait for an out route. He don't have time to wait for a post pattern. He can either throw a quick check down to the tight end, or, you know, most likely whoever's on a quick stop, and it's only going to be about like 5 yards they can go. Or he's going to have to chuck it up to most likely a way they said, you saw Winners. That boy was ready for that. So he wasn't worried. And as much as you might beat them on that route, it's still a risky proposition, because the moment that you do what he did that play against Collins, when he overthrew it and I had him playing the ball, it's a pick. So we did an outstanding job execution-wise, but I'm trying to tell you that the beginning of that gameplay, if you pay close attention, you are going to be like, boy, you have met your match trying to blitz all game long. And I think that's the reason why the Commanders were ending up getting into that game when I was with the Jaguars. It's like we didn't blitz at all. And I'm trying to think, like, how do I bring it? Dummy. Safety swap, engage 8 from 52. But that might be too much, because when I was going fire zone 2 and I programmed the cloud flats, I was getting there. But when I was going engage 8, I was kind of getting stopped up. And then, because he got 99 speed, so you would expect him, and he's 6'8", so you would expect him to be getting there every play. It's like, sometimes I don't know if the heat seek was on. I don't know what was going on. Like one play, I hit square and just completely dove for air. I'm like, I wasn't coming on a shallow enough angle. It was eventful. It was fun. I enjoyed it. The Jaguars got all the drip in the world. I loved playing for them when I played for them, just because of the unis. And then to bring Jalen Ramsey back home, re-signing AJ Bowie. And then it's also another thing I noticed. It's like, we don't need 3 and 4 good corners. Like, we ran 52 in that Jaguars Commanders game all game long. I had 2 picks, one for a pick 6. Like, we were forcing check downs all game long, and we were susceptible to the middle of the field because our linebackers were like leaking out. I needed to program them to stay in their spots. So don't man the line. Just stand where you're supposed to stand, in the middle of the field. Now they have to go to the out route. And then I was sending my corner on the other side on a blitz. So now not only do they have to go on the out route, but they might even have to go with the check down, where you're most likely as a linebacker going to be waiting. So then they'll just take the bait on some of the deep passes. That's the thing. It's like, when you're a corner like me, you're physical, you hit hard, and you get picks, they'd be like, I'm not going to throw the ball over there. But then I blitz. Now you got to put your best receiver on my side. I'm eventually going to have to, like in real life, I would eventually have to end up playing free safety. And the reason why is because you need a ball hawk back there, free safety. He ain't got to be raw. He ain't got to be good. But if he, and this is why you see a lot of like great corners in the later portions of their career sometimes move over. Because, and not to strong safety, to free safety. Because all that ball hawking ability will force any quarterback to say, well, I'm not going to throw the ball deep against this free safety. We got to test on the other side. You hear what's going on out there. That raceway is crazy. Ed Reed, like, got a ton of picks, and you couldn't avoid him. You can easily avoid a Jalen Ramsey or a Chin Bailey or a Deion Sanders. You're not going to avoid no free safety. You're not going to avoid being it. And when you see the deep pass, and the free safety usually has to come across the field sometimes. So when you see that deep pass, you're going to have to take that chance. Decent corners. This is why a lot of times you see teams make business decisions on the corners, because they want you to test them up top, knowing that we have good safeties. And it's like, well, I really shouldn't have done that. You know what I'm saying? But I did it. You know? Alright, I'm going to get up out of here. Get at me and function with your boy.